Hey YouTube, American Lefty here, aka at Pinoy122793, and this video is all about God is going to match you with the good person, the picture perfect match for yourself when you're single, and do not force it when you're single. Now, here's my story. I've been dating a lot of women, but the last relationship I've had was approximately 16 years ago when I was a sophomore in high school, and it was the first semester of my sophomore year, and I broke up with her because I was going through a rough time and I was being harassed. And in my previous videos I explained what happened when I got harassed. I won't name the person, not necessary, but I got bullied and I got harassed. And no, it was worse than bullying. I got harassed. Is now the way they discipline those type of students, they get expelled. And back then he didn't even get suspended or anything, even though I told somebody about it from that worked there. So anyway, I won't go into any details about that. Now back to the topic. Now I will explain why you should let God match you with the person that you would marry. So here's the top reason why you will get matched by this person. Now, if you met a person and all of a sudden you cannot stop thinking about that person, it's not an obsession. It's just like you try to get them off your mind, but they're still in your mind. That is a sign that God is trying to match you two together. It's kind of like a twin flames concept, but it also could be a soulmate. Now, what I'm experiencing, and I won't name the person that I'm experiencing with this one woman that I met from high school after I broke up with my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend. I met her a year after I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and she had a boyfriend at the time. But all of a sudden, every single day at school, she would stare at me and I would stare at her. And now I don't know if she'll stare at me now because I gained so much weight, and I'm not overweight. It's just I gained a lot of weight. I used to be muscular and with a thin body. Like junior year and senior year, I was like about 140 to 145 pounds, around that range. And now currently I'm 185 pounds. I just weighed myself today. I'm 185 pounds. So you can see my cheeks. It's chubbier a little bit. And I still work out in the gym, but I need to get my abs back because I've been eating a lot. And the reason why I decided to gain weight is to appear stronger and mentally stronger. And I love food, healthy food now. I don't eat junk food anymore, but I eat healthy food now. And it's funny, like when I was in high school, I would eat a lot of junk food because my metabolism was so high. Now it's lower because I'm aged. I'm getting older. I'm 31 now. So back to the topic. This woman was the most gorgeous woman at the high school that I've ever met. Gorgeous. And while she was having a boyfriend and he was not around, she would stare at me and I would stare at her. And then whenever we talked, we had a good conversation. We made sure that we were good with each other and we were friends. And it's not wrong to be friends with a woman as long as you're not interested in them. And the reason why I did not go for her is because she had a boyfriend. And yeah. And at night, when I first met her, at night I'd be like, why am I thinking about this woman? So does that mean she's my twin flame or soulmate? I can't assume that because God didn't make us together, but who knows? I hope she's doing well with her current husband. And last time I saw her Instagram profile, she had a baby, I think. It was an old photo of her being pregnant with her husband, and I would respect that. So let God match it. He can change the way to match you with the person that fits you. God and Jesus Christ are the perfect matchmakers. Now, that's one sign. And the reason why I can't stop thinking about her is because I know she was thinking about me too at the time, but now it's kind of subsided, thankfully, because she's married now, and I hope she doesn't think about me that much. But she's still in the back of my mind, and I still think about her to this day, and I bet she's thinking about me too. If not, if she can deny it, so be it, if she sees this video. But yeah, it's me. And here's the second reason why God and Jesus Christ are the perfect matchmakers. Here's the second reason. If you're a man, you have to let the woman do 80% of the chasing, and all the man does is do once a week to meet up with that woman. Now, if she's chasing you 80% of the time, that means she's in love with you, and she is, at least 80% of the time she's chasing you. That means she is in love with you. She is, what is it? Yeah, she's in love with you. And she always fantasizes about you. She writes songs about you. No, not writes, but sings a song about you in her shower or something like that. And she thinks about you. Now, the more a person thinks about you, psychologically, the more a person thinks about you, the more she thinks about you, the more the man thinks about her as well. Like, when I've been dating women, I would think about multiple of women that are thinking, and I know they're thinking about me. Now, there's a couple of Instagram women that I've talked to, and a couple of women that I've talked to from X and the WhatsApp or Telegram. And they would all chase after me. I don't chase women. I've only done that once, and then it ended up badly. And I learned my lesson. Ever since I did that, I learned my lesson. Now, and here's my last take on this. Here's my last take on how to let God and Jesus Christ match it. Patience. All right, don't go chasing after this woman, or else you're going to chase her away, and then God and Jesus Christ will discipline you about it. Because how God created woman and how Jesus Christ supports how God created a woman. Women are supposed to do most of the chasing and pursuing to the man. It's a submissive quality to chase. Now, if a man chases, you're being submissive. You're not being dominant at all. You're not doing it right. If you're chasing after a woman, you are losing your dominance, and it's a submissive quality. Now, to explain a little story, when I dated a woman who was a gold digger, I won't mention her name. She was good looking, but she was a gold digger, and I learned my lesson. I was 19, and she was 20. We almost had sex. And I explained this story, I think, in my past videos. But yeah, we almost had sex. But the reason why I refused is because I was like, hey, you're using me for my money, and I want you to stop. And then she said, no, man is supposed to fully support the woman. And I'm like, that's it. I cannot fully support you because I'm going to run out of my money. I'm going to run out of money And she was chasing after me like 100%, no, not 100%, more like 95%. And I texted her, hey, when are you gonna want to go out with me? And then after that, after the second night of all that making out and stuff, I was like, that's it. I can't spoil you like that. I stood my ground. And after that, she chased me 100% of the time. And it took about a month for her to stop. And I moved on already, even though she was trying to chase me 100% of the time. So at least 80% of the time, the woman has to chase the man. And then the 20%, the role is once a week, the man has to set the date for the woman that they're interested. And God and Jesus Christ will match you with the right person. I've dated a lot of women, guys, a lot. And I've dealt with a lot of women in my life. Crazy experiences. Not enough time to even explain all of them. But to accept the reality of myself, I am not that handsome anymore. I used to be very handsome when I was super thin and skinny, but I sacrificed my looks to make my body stronger. And in the gym, if I bulk up, maybe I'll look better than when I was skinny. And I'm working on it. It takes time, guys. It takes time. And I'm a golfer too, so I can't lift heavy or anything like that. That would ruin my golf swing. But yeah. So again, let God and Jesus Christ match you with the woman. Guys, the role for the man is do not force it at all. Be strong, stay in your center, don't be emotional around women. Don't even yell at a woman. I yelled at a woman once. I won't go into the full details of what happened, but I yelled at a woman so bad that she didn't want to talk to me anymore. And she's not meant to be in my life because, okay, I'll tell you guys why I yelled at her. The reason why I yelled at this woman is because she said, oh, I don't want to date you. She said, oh, I don't want to date you because she rejected me because we live too far away from each other. And she said, oh, you're a handsome guy. At the time, I was like, what, 155 pounds? 155 to 165 pounds to fluctuate the weight. And I was in shape, doing the treadmill every day, which I should be doing. But she called me handsome. She was attracted to me, but she didn't want to date me because of the distance. And then guess what? She chooses another guy who lives further away from her than me, and she chooses that guy to date. And then that guy is a flirt, but he's not even close to being as good looking as me. Even though I gained all this weight, I still look better, 100 times better than that dude. And I was like, and I yelled at her, and then she was like, I'm done. She was like, done. Don't do that, guys. Don't do the mistakes that I've done. And it made me stronger, guys. My mistakes and my misfortunes and all the things that I've struggled, that happened, and my struggles, I've grown stronger from it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, guys. But let God and Jesus Christ match you with the woman. Let God and Jesus Christ match you with the perfect woman while you're dating. And while you're dating, do not get hung up on one woman. Just keep dating until God and Jesus Christ will match you with the perfect woman. It will be the picture perfect match. You guys don't have to be the same person. There's no such thing as the same person. Everybody's different. There's no such thing. Trust me. My parents are completely different from each other. Completely different. But God and Jesus Christ matched them. And if it weren't for my parents being together, I wouldn't be here, obviously. But anyway, let God and Jesus Christ match you with the woman. With a perfect match. God, picture, perfect match. All right, take it easy. More videos to come.